What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV, and I have some breaking news report, and that is that fingerprints found at the scene of the assassination of United Healthcare CEO matched those of suspect Luigi Mangione. Two law enforcement officials briefed on the matter told CNN today as authorities continue to investigate the motive for the killing. This marks the first positive forensic match tying Mangione directly to the scene, where Brian Thompson, age 50, was gunned down just over a week ago outside a Midtown Manhattan hotel. CNN has reached out to Mangione's attorney for comment on the fingerprint match. Mangione's attorney had previously said that he saw no credible evidence linking Mangione to the crimes itself. I guess he will have to walk back those comments now. The development comes as authorities dig into Mangione's past, who remains in custody in Pennsylvania on gun-related charges as he fights extradition to New York, where he's charged with murder. Since his arrest Monday, thanks to a tipster at a McDonald's in Altoona, Pennsylvania, I think that McDonald's worker is being screwed out of reward money, in my opinion. But the 26-year-old's background is starting to come into focus. The privileged scion of a well-to-do family, high school valedictorian and Ivy League graduate, vanished from view of his loved ones in recent months, only to emerge as the suspect in a high-profile killing potentially fueled by his struggle with a painful back injury, which resulted from a surfing accident, from what I understand. The killing of Thompson, a husband and father of two, has laid bare many Americans' fury toward the healthcare industry, with Mangione garnering sympathy online and becoming a modern-day Robin Hood of sorts, and they even offered to pay his legal bills. It's also struck fear in C-suits across the country as a New York Police Department intelligence report obtained by CNN warns online rhetoric could, quote, signal an elevated threat facing executives in the near term. Also, I see this. Luigi Mangione, according to reports, considered using a bomb to kill United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson, but went against this because he feared that the bombing would hurt innocent citizens, according to TMZ. And this is my thoughts on this, right? I think that this guy Mangione I think that he's typical of a lot of people in this country. I hate to say this, younger people who are very entitled, narcissistic, privileged. I think that this kid in particular, I suspect he's probably, I might be wrong in this assessment. I'm just going to go on a limb here. I suspect he might be an only child. I think he's spoiled, rotten. He comes from an elite background, privileged. And people like that, they think the world revolves around them. And any little setback becomes elevated to an unallowable grievance put upon them that must be exacted in revenge. Okay. Look, I got into a car accident 5 years ago, right? And I don't know the severity of his back pain, but I deal with a lot of back pain myself. And at the end of the day, that's life. You know, it happens. You know what I'm saying? Now, as far as people's grievances toward the healthcare industry, it's absolutely fucked up what these companies do to people. And they are scum. A lot of these people are walking, living scum. Okay? But at the same time, I can't sit back and laugh and justify a man's uh, life being taken away because something has been happened. There's something that happened to you personally. See, this is the thing. I don't think Mangione did what he did because, you know what I'm saying, he's representing a cause. You know, it ain't like he's doing this on behalf of all citizens who have been affected or grieved or have ultimately, to be honest with you, their lives severely altered or even prematurely ended due to the actions, or should I say inactions, of these healthcare insurance companies. I think he did it because it's he took it as a personal grievance that went against him. So therefore, him, the narcissist, had to uh, fight back and you know what I'm saying, avenge his wrong. It ain't like he did this for everybody else. What I'm basically trying to say. Um, you know, so that's how that is. You know, I'm also trying to figure out why so many people are like talking trash about this guy they call him a snitch, right? The McDonald's snitch. Now, I think the reason why they're trying not to give him the money is because he called, I believe he called 911, right? Instead of that hotline. So he was supposed to call that hotline and that would have given the money. But I actually think he did the right thing. He called 911. He actually took the right course of action. Because if he had called that hotline, right, and I guess either they call 911 or then he calls 911, however that works, this guy could have gotten away. He could have eaten his hash browns, whatever he was eating. I guess he was eating breakfast. And he could have dipped. And we know how good he is at dipping. And then he could have gotten away, potentially. Okay? So I don't understand why he's not getting the money. But another thing I don't understand is how on earth is there so many people calling this person, this McDonald's worker, a snitch and saying that, you know, what he did was dishonorable. But then I see people on social media doing everything they can to put cases on a lot of these rappers. The people online looking up evidence, trying to put cases on Diddy. People trying to put cases on Jay-Z. You know, it baffles me the way some people think. It's crazy with some of these ninjas out here. But Mangione is expected to plead not guilty. I don't see this guy getting off. I mean, his face is a dead match for the ones we've seen in surveillance videos. The fingerprints match. They found the gun on him. The manifesto, I think, was on his person, or they found the manifesto at least. The fake IDs was on him. Yeah, come on, man, he did it. And this ain't like, oh, I'm jumping to conclusions. The evidence is overwhelming without a reasonable doubt that he did this. But he's going to have his supporters. He's going to have his supporters out there. But that's pretty much all I got. That's all I feel. That's all I got to say about this one, man. You know, he did it, and I really don't know what else to say in this one. I really don't. He made an life-altering decision. He went through on his act, and now he has to pay the price. And to be honest with you, is there anything? What he did, is there really going to be any major changes as far as how these companies fuck people over? Not really. Only thing these healthcare bigwigs are going to do now is wipe out their online profiles, make it harder for you to track them, and beef up security. And he just ruined his life. So now he's going to be, instead of a free man walking around with back pain, with for some reason no access to health care, even though supposedly he's rich, or at least he was rich. He probably fucked that up because his actions probably ostracized him from his families. Now he's going to be behind bars with back pain, with no health care access. So it's like I don't even understand the I don't understand the I don't get why he even did what he did. Doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense. But anyway, that's how I look at it. Tell me what you guys think.